Hello everybody, this is Two Brothers Outdoors. Welcome back to another sawmill adventure.
Sounds like those hinges on that door could use a few drops of oil. Well folks, spring has finally sprung. Temperatures are starting to warm up and the orders are starting to come in. We've picked up these small crooked pine logs out of the woods. We're not going to leave anything behind that we might be able to use. And we got an order for some 1x4s. So we're going to take a couple of these small pine logs and turn them into cash by cutting them into 1x4s. When we picked these logs up, we knew they were a little crooked, but didn't have any idea how crooked they were until you start cutting a straight edge across them. Once you start cutting a straight edge, then you're like, man, that thing is really crooked. But crooked or not, we're going to utilize them and make lumber out of them. We will take this cant down 1 inch at a time, and any flitches that come off that we can cut the bark off and make a 1x4, we will. We were hoping that we could get at least 8 1/4 inches thick, and that way we could double up on making the 1x4s off of it, but looks like it's too crooked for that, so it's going to be a 4-inch thick cant, and then we'll stand it up and make the 1x4s. Now that we got a flat edge cut, we'll turn this cant over and you can really see how crooked it is. Look at that dip. That dip right there is going to really make us work to get this thing down to 4-inch thick. And we're not going to get a whole lot of usable flitches off of it. Well, it's not all bad. Looks like we're going to be able to get at least 1 flitch off of this side that we can use to make a 1x4 out of. Not a total loss anyway. Okay, so we're going to stand this cant up. Oh my gosh, look how crooked it is. Alright, we're going to get 1 flat side cut and flip it over, start ripping off some 1x4s. How many do you think we're going to get off of it? I think about 7. Okay, we flipped it over, got the flat edge down. Now comes the moment of truth. How many 1x4s will we get out of this cant? I said 7. I don't know, I might be pushing it. Well, that didn't work out too well. That log had so many dips and dives in it that we only got 6 1x4s without bark. Hopefully we can make up some of the loss with these flitches. Otherwise, cutting this log is going to be a waste of labor. Well, all said and done, we got 11 1x4s out of this log. Not a very good yield. This next log is 10 foot long, so we're going to cut 2 foot of crooked off of it. Hopefully end up with 8 foot of something that's close to being straight. Well folks, that's not even close to being straight. Well, hopefully we'll luck out and get an 8 1/4 inch thick can on this where we can double up on the 1x4s. Keeping our fingers crossed. Anybody need a piece of veneer? Man, how did we end up with such crooked logs? Oh well, waste not, want not, I guess. Okay, as crooked as it was, this little log has been a little kinder to us than the first log. So far we've got 15 1x4s out of it without bark, and now we're going to cut the flitches. It's very fortunate for us that this log produced a lot of flitches. We weren't able to get an 8 1/4 inch cant out of it, but the flitches that come off will ride, so that will give us at least 2 1x4s per flitch. That'll be nice. If any of you folks out there watch our videos and are thinking about getting a sawmill, well, I just got to warn you right now. It's said that sawyers have sawdust in their veins. This is a very addicting thing, whether it's a hobby or production. It's very addicting. You get a sawmill, you will be married to it. Okay, so we're reaching the end of our flitches. I do believe we're going to have enough to complete our order, which is going to be fantastic from these 2 little logs that normally would have been left in the woods. Okay, folks, this is going to be our last cut. We ended up getting 30 1x4s. That was what the order was. So out of those 2 small logs, we did accomplish our mission. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and until the next